the thing that you're working right now, the thing that you're pushing through, I don't know how long you've been doing it for, but years, months, or just you just started a couple of weeks or months. I mean, a couple of weeks or days, even days. You got to ask yourself if you genuinely want that thing or you feel like you need that thing. For example, for me, in my case, I need to study, like I need to have this CS diploma at the end of my university so that I can get into any company that I want to, but I need to, so that I can get hired in a foreign company and live my life much in a much better way, in a way that I would like to, let's say. And it's not like I want to actually study. It's not like I want to get that diploma. It's not like I want to work this kind of certain jobs. It's like I need them in order to get money and be in a situation. I mean, like put myself in a position where I can leverage. I can put much bigger leverage so that I work this amount of, let's say, like this amount of time, and I make much more money than, let's say, just doing part-time jobs or things like that. So we kind of have this clear things in our lives that we do in our daily basis. You can kind of tell like, oh, I want this, I love doing it. But if you actually question yourself, just like sit there and question about the things that you do for the love of the game, or like you just tell others, and you kind of, even like honestly, you can answer to yourself. You can tell yourself that I do that thing because I love it. For example, I love. I could say that I could proudly say that, not proudly, more like I can honestly say that I love recording myself and putting myself on the internet through YouTube, or I would love working out. I wish I can get jacked one day. But like if you question it, I feel like we don't actually want something. Like it's just a much developed, not even developed, let's say, because develop is like it's on the higher end, it's on the higher level, let's say. And I don't think that desire is anywhere anything close to that, anything close to being something superior than needs. And the clear distinction between needs and desire, let's say, like something that we want, is whether we want it. Let's say food, we want it. I mean, we need it. It's not like we choose. Like you need it regardless. Like, social interactions, you need other people's recognition, not in a sense like you need it so that you can um develop your consciousness, the kind of thing. More like not in like neuroscience way, like you actually need it in like in biological sense, in an actual sense, like literal way. Like you actually need social engagement and other people's recognition. Same goes for food, water. Like even if you know the mechanism behind it, the biology behind it, you cannot simply say, oh, I understand hunger now. I understand why hunger works in my, like how hunger operates in my body. It's not like you can escape it. It's gonna come every single day, every single 6 hours if you didn't eat anything. So yeah, that's neat. But like that sounds clear, but when you apply that to the things that you are working towards on right now, you say that you love doing, you question kind of like good enough of times, and you realize that it's also need. It's also part of need in your like it's deeply related with emotions as well. And it's just the kind of need that is developed and shaped by your emotions. So it's a much, I'd say, developed in a way, sophisticated kind of need that we have. So, for example, I love going to the gym. I love it. I always think about it. Even the moment I finish working out, my working out session every single day, I think about the next day, tomorrow's working out session, and I feel like, oh my god, tomorrow's leg day. Oh my god, tomorrow's pull day. Oh my god, tomorrow's push day. Like I'm thrilled already. Like I'm so excited, and I'm looking forward, even though I done it so many. I work out 6 days a week, and on Sunday, which is my only rest day, I go out for walk, like there's a giant a grandchildren's grand park like 10 minutes away by walking from my place. So I personally love doing like having physical activities, although it's just walking. I just hate the feeling of being encaged in my like this small room. I know it's not that small, but it's you know considerably it's definitely smaller than the kind of space that you can be in if you're at your school library or anywhere in other environments and places that's much bigger than your place than your home like this Heidi Hole. So like that's one. I thought about it and I questioned myself like, do I actually want it or do I need it? And I realized that I need to go to the gym. I need I need this thing. I need to be jacked in the following couple of years or 3 years, at least 3 years. I need to be in a shape that I want myself to be in. So that's why I'm grinding in so many things, and I'm trying to optimize my life around it. Like I try to sleep much more. I take supplements and stuff, things that even those people who do it, like the vast majority of people who go to the gym wouldn't do that or aren't actually doing it, although they know for a fact that it will help, to progress in their in working out in their gym, but they just simply wouldn't because I'm more desperate because I need it. It's not like I want it or I love it. It's more like I need it. It's much deeper than just wanting something. I feel like, and same goes for everything. Like if I thought of the period of my life when I love playing League of Legends or when I love playing video games or like whatever it was, when I tell myself when I think about it and I want the thing, it's usually deeply related to the kind of emotion like deeply related to your needs actually. Like you need that thing to stimulate your brain for the next hour so that you forget about the thing that you're avoiding or like it usually is not healthy. Like it really depends again, but I feel like we simply try so hard to label something, but we cannot defend it, let's say. And especially it gets like people become very defensive when it comes to their wants, not needs, but what like things that they actually want. Like once what they want, like the thing that they things that they want and things that they are working towards on gets kind of attacked, let's say. People become extremely defensive, but it doesn't make sense and they already know it themselves. And as I said in one of my videos, I cannot logically tell why I work out. I cannot logically I cannot reason it with the same rational thoughts and reasonings as I do when I answer some kind of like philosophical questions or like matters about abortion or the political things. Although I don't know that much about it, like I have a strong opinion and I'm willing to be educated and like all the kind of things. But when it comes to like I have to explain why I work out, it's more of a belief field than something that I can reason it logically. I don't know if that makes sense, but I feel like it's it's not about like when it comes to wants or needs, I feel like they are so related together and it's not something that you can separate. Although since we label it differently, that's why it feels different. But when you once you question those things that you say you want lot for like good amount of times, you realize that you want that thing. I mean, you want that thing because you need that. Like that produces something that you lack of, and you feel like you need much more from it. Or since if you want something, like genuinely you want something, and you're going to you're working towards it for a quite like objectively quite long enough long time, let's say, then you already know how it works. Like you already know the frameworks. I mean the let's say. you already see where you're going in the first place. You already know what you're doing, although you're not like there, but you can kind of see yourself going there. You already saw the potential that you have, or like it could be anything. But the problem, the thing is also that we all need the kind of feeling that we are um, working towards something that we are certain about. And it also comes down to something that a topic that I really love talking about, especially in recent videos about how people, humans, like naturally, in, instinctively, should I say, that we are coded to hate uncertainty. Like we just don't hate, like we just don't hate it. It's like we avoid it. We avoid uncertainty no matter what happens. That's why when we feel like we learn something to the point where you can just do it every single time, although like some variables factors can be changed, but you already know what's going on and you can kind of you know what to do to solve the issues, even though when there are some problems going on. So like that's also, I think, the kind of needs that human we all incline to and get be biased when it comes to choosing what we want. It could be something that you were forced to do. It could be something that you just naturally were talented at. We never know. You just fall into that, or you threw so many darts that you didn't even know you threw, and that landed, and you just felt like, oh, I didn't even know I threw that one, but that landed, so I'm just gonna stick to that one. Or you just unconsciously stayed there, and you realize that you built so much, and you're just keeping on that one. Like we never know, but I just feel like if like a hypothetical situation, if you can imagine, like I heard this one line, this phrase from a podcast of Chris Will. I don't know who the person he was talking with, what the episode was about, but he said, like, imagine all those people who are doing really good in their jobs, and obviously the vast majority of people who are doing the job like don't really actually like it. Like imagine how far these people could achieve it, or like just in general, like how far could a human being could achieve if they did something that they actually wanted, like if they were in the position where they could do what they want in their fullest, like in like what they could just go all out because they also want it and they genuinely need it, and like they could, like you get my point. So I think that's like that could be, I think that is like the highest form of motivation, and like you cannot beat this person. Like it's not about beating it, it's just a matter of time that he's gonna be in that level where, on the top of avalanche, on the top of the mountain, and it's not like you can choose what you want. It's not like you can choose, I want to study, like it's impossible. I think that it's impossible. Making you can Maybe you can practice it, since we humans um are just like kind of animals. We teach ourselves in certain ways. It's slow, but it's really slow, but surely you'll get to that. You'll get to that point that you path yourself like one day. Like it's slow, but it's extremely slow. But like you look at yourself pass for like months, or even in a year, like you can change so many things. and and I don't know if you actually can, but I'm trying my best to not just need to study or need to get a job or need to make money, but actually want to, like I want that thing. And I don't know if that would work, but like we would never know, since, as I said, I think the process is extremely slow. Like the way our brain rewires it is almost subconscious level. I'm kind of circling the same idea, but yeah, that really is about it in this video. Thank you for watching the video.